In the future, prisons are run by private companies that treat inmates like slaves. A young man named Riki is sent to one of these prisons for murder and gets a 10-year sentence. As he arrives, guards are shocked to find 5 bullets inside his body, which Riki chooses to keep as reminders. The prison is divided into 4 areas, each controlled by inmate leaders known as the Gang of Four. In the North Block, Samuel, assistant to its leader, bullies an old inmate and destroys a toy train the man made for his son. The old man snaps but is beaten down. A guard supports Samuel, but Riki steps in, tripping Samuel into a nail-covered board. Humiliated, Samuel plots revenge and pays a corrupt guard to release Zorro, a powerful fighter, from solitary. Meanwhile, the old prisoner is told his early release is cancelled over false charges. Beaten and hopeless, he takes his own life. Riki honors him by fixing the toy train and placing it in his hands. The next morning in the showers, Zorro attacks Riki, sending him flying into a wall with a single massive punch. Riki stands and takes on Zorro's next attack with super strength, punching straight through his stomach. Zorro collapses. Samuel stabs Riki's hand with a spike, but Riki does not react. He breaks Samuel's fingers and knocks him out with a powerful punch. Guards order Riki to surrender, but Captain Hai, North Block's leader, interrupts and invites Riki to join him. Riki refuses and is sent back to his cell. There, Riki feels chest pain and remembers his high school days. At his parents' grave, he met his uncle Shangui, a kung fu master who trained him in chi energy, helping him grow powerful and resistant to pain. Back in the present, Riki is taken to the cruel deputy warden Cyclops, who has a hook for a hand and a fake eye. Cyclops questions Riki about a gangster he killed and his 2 missing years. Riki stays silent, so Cyclops hooks his hand, punches him, and threatens his girlfriend, showing her photo. Enraged, Riki smashes the desk, throws a guard, blocks a bullet with a tray, and nearly kills Cyclops, but stops and takes the photo instead. In his cell, Riki plays a flute, remembering peaceful times with his girlfriend Ying. The next day, Samuel's minion is beaten by inmates, but Hai stops them. Inmate Quan speaks out against Hai and gets his face cut. Cyclops grabs Quan, ties him to a wooden cross, and tells Hai to fight Riki. In the yard, Hai says he respects Riki, but they must fight. Riki asks for Quan's release, but Hai throws glass into Riki's eyes, blinding him. Riki also gets his arm injured and falls. He washes his eyes, sees again, and the inmates cheer. He dodges Hai's knife and punches out one of Hai's eyes. Riki then ties his bleeding arm and, with one final punch, defeats Hai. After the fight, Riki pulls the wooden cross from the ground, but Quan is already dead. The prisoners riot and charge at Cyclops, but the remaining captains protect him. The inmates urge Riki to take revenge, but Riki refuses, choosing not to cause more deaths. He walks away with Quan's body. Cyclops offers Riki the North Block captain position, but Riki focuses on Alan, Captain Hai's son, who is mourning his father. Riki teaches Alan how to play music with a green leaf, but Alan cannot make a sound because the captains cut his tongue out. Touched, Riki gives him his flute. In return, Alan gives Riki poppy leaves from the South Block captain, revealing the captains are running an illegal opium operation inside the prison. Meanwhile, the captains gather to talk about what to do with Alan, now that he's helping Riki. In a cruel move, they display Hai's dead body and claim that Riki disrespected it. Then, they kill Alan and leave his body out in the open as a warning to anyone who would betray them. Heartbroken by Alan's death, Riki smashes the flute in anger. Cyclops is angry that their secret about the opium farm is out. But Riki is already burning down the poppy fields, destroying the illegal drug operation. Then, the South Block captain, Huang Chaon, attacks Riki with deadly kung fu. He lands a powerful hit straight to Riki's heart. At the same time, Chaos breaks out. Many prisoners try to escape while the guards are distracted. Cyclops panics when he hears that the prison director is coming back soon from his vacation in Hawaii. He gives the order to start Plan Zero. Lying on the ground and holding his chest, Ricky remembers his master's teachings. With that strength, he stands up and faces the three captains. One of them uses ropes with knives to trap Ricky, getting ready to finish him off. But Taizan, the strongest of the captains, steps in and says he should be the one to kill Ricky. As they argue over who gets to do it, Plan Zero activates. Machine guns in the walls start shooting everywhere. Everyone runs for cover. Taizan grabs Ricky and drags him into a nearby room. But to their shock, the room starts filling with wet cement. Cyclops had planned to use the cement to kill Taizan. Ricky punches through the iron door and pulls Taizan out to safety. The plan to kill him fails, and now Cyclops has no choice but to face Ricky himself on a stairway. Ricky is ready to reveal the truth about Cyclops' secret drug operation. But just as Ricky moves to attack, the cement hardens, trapping his feet in place. Cyclops captures him. The next day, the prison director finally arrives. He steps out of his fancy car with his spoiled son, Wong. Wong is the kind of rich, rude kid who thinks he is better than everyone else. He even looks down on Cyclops like he's nothing. But karma hits fast. Wang trips on the red carpet. The director gets angry and orders a prisoner to lose an eye just because the carpet was not perfect. That's how cruel this place is. Then the director starts yelling at Cyclops for all the chaos that happened while he was gone, especially after finding out the opium farm was burned down. Cyclops tries to make he look good by blaming everything on Ricky and presenting him as the one responsible. Ricky stands completely trapped, tied up and covered in hard cement, like a strange statue. But when he sees the prison director, something inside him snaps. In a flash, he breaks free. He grabs the director and drags him through the underground area, promising to punish him for running the illegal drug business. Wong, the director's spoiled son, panics and shouts that Cyclops saved his dad. Suddenly, Taizan bursts through the wall like a wrecking ball. He slams into Ricky and traps him under bent metal bars. The beating begins, and the director and Wong watch like it's some fun show. But Ricky does not stay down. He breaks free again and hits Taizan with a strong uppercut that knocks his jaw out of place. Then he smashes Tarzan's hand with another powerful punch. Taizan falls, knocked out. Ricky stands strong and yells that prisoners are not animals. They are people, but the director does not care. He triggers a trap. The ceiling starts slowly coming down, ready to crush Ricky. Ricky uses all his strength to hold it up. Just then, Cyclops shocks him with electricity, and Ricky falls to the ground. It seems like the end, until Taizan, barely alive, sacrifices himself to save Ricky. Ricky breaks out again by smashing through the metal bars. He tries to pull Taizan out, but it's too late. The ceiling crushes him. Ricky, full of pain and anger, reminds everyone that even Taizan had people waiting for him outside. Family who loved him and hoped for his return. Before he can say more, a trapdoor opens under Ricky's feet. He falls into a deep pit in the middle of the prison yard, still tied up and chained. The director declares that Ricky will be buried alive to teach the others a lesson. 2 prisoners try to stop it, but guards shoot them without hesitation. The rest are forced to cover Ricky with dirt. He does not fight back. Instead, he tells them not to risk their lives for him. The director says if Ricky can survive 7 days underground, they will let him go. Cyclops sticks a hollow bamboo stick into the ground, just enough air to keep Ricky alive and suffering. At night, fear spreads among the prisoners. But then, a soft whistling sound is heard. It's Ricky. He is still alive, still fighting. The 2 captains who are still alive try to kill him by blocking the bamboo tube with meat. But Ricky, strong as ever, breaks the bamboo, takes the meat, and eats it to survive. Buried and starving, He keeps going by thinking of his lost love, Ying. In a sad memory, Ying is walking home one night and sees a group of men selling and using opium. One of them sees her and kidnaps her. She escapes, but, in her panic, falls from a rooftop and dies. That moment filled Ricky with rage. He hunted down the man who caused it. The gangster shot Ricky 5 times, but Ricky did not fall. He killed the man with one final blow. That act made him a hero, but also a prisoner. He chose revenge instead of justice. That is why he ended up in jail. After 7 long days, through storms and terrible pain, Ricky is finally dug up, still alive. He jumps off the excavator, but there is no time to rest. The captains attack again, trying to finish him for good. But this time, the prisoners are done being silent. They fight back. A full rebellion starts. Even though Ricky is thrown back into the dungeon like an animal, even in chains, he refuses to give up. Ricky refuses to follow the cruel prison rules, saying a pig and a wolf can never be friends, and is struck in the face with a wrench. The captains torture him, demanding to know where he's been for 2 years, shoving sharp blades into his mouth and beating him. When the director arrives, Ricky spits the blades into his face and calmly says his secret will be the last thing they learn. That night, a friend risks his life to sneak in food and encouragement, but the assistant warden catches him and kills him. When the assistant brags about it, Ricky surprises everyone by jumping down from the ceiling, killing the assistant and severely injuring Cyclops. More guards arrive too late to save Ricky's friend. Saddened, Ricky says goodbye. Fueled by rage, the prisoners fight back, cutting off Cyclops' last hand. A full rebellion erupts. Ricky leads the charge, pushing the guards back and forcing Cyclops to take him to the prison director. Meanwhile, the director and his spoiled son are cruelly punishing chefs. Their fun ends when Ricky storms in. Cyclops jumps in to shield Ricky from bullets but is still shot by the director, proving loyalty means nothing. The final battle begins. The last captains fight Ricky's friends, while Ricky faces 2 martial arts experts. One, Kwanu, throws boiling water, but his leg gets stuck in a barrel and Ricky cuts it off. The last captain tries to flee, but the director kills him with an exploding bullet. Then the director reveals his true form, a massive, grotesque monster. He throws Ricky through a stone pillar, but Ricky fights back, punching through the monster's body. It only makes the director stronger, feeding off Ricky's energy. Finally, Ricky gathers his power and throws the monster into a meat grinder, ending him for good. Ricky walks out holding the director's head, tells everyone to stop fighting, and tears down the prison wall, leading the prisoners to freedom. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thank you for watching.